Hello everyone, and welcome to Watch Reviews and More with Joe. Today I will be reviewing the ORIS Aquis Caliber 400 in blue. This is the 43.5mm edition. A little bit about myself before I go into the watch review. I've been a watch collector now for about 25 years. In that time, I've purchased several ORISes, and one of the nice things about the ORIS brand is you always feel like you get a lot for your money. That said, let me get into the review. We'll start off with the box. It's a very basic box, not much to see there. Your typical cardboard ORIS box. That's about all there is to say about that. We won't even get much into that. So let's start with the watch. This is what we all came for. So let's start with this. The ORIS Aquis Caliber 400. Originally, this watch came with a Salida movement. Now it's available with the Caliber 400 movement. This is a 5-day power reserve movement. That said, let me get into the case a little bit. So let's look at the case. It's got beautiful satination on it. The only polish on the case is on the actual lugs, which you can see here. That's the only polish on the case. It is a transparent case back with a sapphire crystal. We'll get into that a little bit later. And then coming back over to the top of the case, we can see that the top of the case, if we look at this angle of the case here, this edge, you see that angles inward, and that's so you can easily grasp the bezel and rotate it. The bezel does have a ceramic insert and white numerals with a loomed pip at the top, and I'll show you what that bezel sounds like now. It is very precise, and it does have a nice click to it. It feels pretty good. As good as any other bezel I've ever used on a dive watch. And with that, you can see what the bezel looks like. Back to the case. Let's go back to the case a little bit here. We'll look at the crown. The crown does have some relief printing on it with a polished ORIS letters. It does have bolt-on crown guards with proprietary ORIS screws. Those are also used on the strap pin. So to remove the strap, you'll need that screwdriver if your ORIS comes with the rubber strap. This bracelet does have quick release, so we'll get into that later, but you do ultimately need to remove the pin with the proper screwdriver. That said, we'll get into the bracelet a little bit. The bracelet is a 22mm at the case, and it is an integrated bracelet, meaning you have to have an ORIS bracelet to go back on this watch. So if you see the rubber strap or the stainless steel version, you do need to have an ORIS bracelet. You can't buy a regular strap and put on here because it's an integrated bracelet. That said, it does fit very comfortable on the wrist. This watch does taper down to a comfortable 18mm at the bottom. It goes into a really nice machined clasp. It's a twin button deployant clasp. It has a very nice snap to it. Feels good and precise. It also has a diver's extension, which I'll show you now. And you see here how it extends. That's your diver's extension, so it goes over your wetsuit. That said, very nice machining on the clasp. The bracelet does have satinated center links with polished outer links. This bracelet fits very comfortable on the wrist. I will get into the mechanism now, and I will remove the bracelet using the quick release button on the back, which easily comes apart. And you can see now that I've unlatched the bracelet there, and I'm gonna slide it out. It comes out pretty easily. This will allow me to show you the movement. So the movement, let me rotate it around so you can get the best look on that movement. We'll pull it around to there. So this movement is the ORIS Aquis Caliber 400. It's a 21 joule movement. It does have 5 days power reserve, which I have personally tested to just over 5 days. It does have a silicone escapement wheel, which helps with anti-magnetism. And it does come with a 10-year warranty. It does look a little bit utilitarian. The finishes aren't luxurious, but they do look very nice. That said, that's pretty much it with the movement. Going back to the way the watch wears, let me put it on wrist so you can kind of see what it wears like. I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, so you can kind of get an idea what this fits like. It is a large watch, but it doesn't wear like a large watch. It fits a lot more comfortable than you would think. Let me put it on wrist, and this is what this is going to look like on wrist. Like I said, integrated bracelet design makes it for a very comfortable fit. It is a little bit heavy on the top, so it's a little top heavy. If that bothers you, this might not be the watch for you, but ultimately I would say it's a very comfortable watch. You get a lot for the money, never disappointed. And I think this watch, most people that buy it will be very happy with it. It's not something I ever see myself getting tired of wearing. I think you'll be very happy. Everything seems to just work nicely. The whole thing just works. If I have one complaint, and if I would change one thing about this watch, is that the ORIS logo is a little small for the watch. I do believe that the new version of this watch does come with a larger logo, and the newer version also comes with a on-the-fly bracelet adjustment button, which makes it real easy to adjust the bracelet. This one doesn't have that, but the new one does. I highly recommend that if you're gonna get this watch, you get the new version that has the on-the-fly adjustment for the bracelet. That said, that's all I have for this watch today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Thank you all for watching. See you on the next video.